Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another horror movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing The Prowler, released in 1981. The Prowler stars Vicky Dawson, Christopher Goutman, Lawrence Tierney, Farley Granger, Cindy Weintraub, Lisa Dunsheath, and is directed by Joseph Zito. This was written by Neil Barbera and Glenn Leopold. And ironically, before I get to the actual horror movie that we're talking about here, I have to point out the fact that the two writers of this film were writers for Hanna-Barbera. And Neil Barbera is the son of Joseph Barbera. So I never thought that I would ever realize that a writer that did a Hanna-Barbera cartoon wrote a horror film. Not one, but two. Two of these guys got together before and after this film. They wrote for Hanna-Barbera on their cartoons. So that's a little strange, but cool little trivia there. It is mostly known for some kick-ass effects by Tom Savini. But you also have a very unique and cool-looking look for the killer with the Prowler character in this. And that whole World War II-looking helmet and outfit and having the bayonet in there and everything. Well, it might have been World War I, whatever outfit. But it just looks so cool for a killer in here. And, the bayonet is a very unique weapon that you don't see a lot of killers using. The lead actress in this, Vicky Dawson, plays a character named Pam, and she is very likable as this character. I really liked her overall performance and how her character was portrayed and written. Very well written character. Christopher Goutman plays Deputy Mark London, and he's okay. I mean, in certain scenes he's really good, and he has a pretty good chemistry with Vicky Dawson as Pam. But he, certain points near the end when he's supposed to be in hero mode, he's just so-so. Two big Hollywood names are in this film, in Lawrence Tierney and Farley Granger. But not like you'd really notice. This film does not utilize those actors very well at all. Farley Granger plays the sheriff in this, and by the very beginning he is leaving to go on like a fishing trip. So he's good in the little sequences at the beginning when he's there. But then he's gone for, large portions of the movie until he pops back up near the very end. And I'm not going to tell you how he pops up at the very end, but yeah. And Lawrence Tierney, much worse off, unfortunately. And that's sad because, later on after this movie, he got a prominent, really great role in Reservoir Dogs, So this was way earlier than that. And he's wasted. He plays this wheelchair-bound character, and he barely has any screen time as this character of Major Chapman. And that's a shame because Lawrence Tierney has this really cool, rough voice, and everything. And it could have, and I don't even think he had that many lines, if any, in here. And it's just, why would you do that? Why would you have Lawrence Tierney in this film without having anything like that in this? But let's be honest, this movie was not about any of those guys. This movie, and it wasn't even about Vicky Dawson as the lead, as Pam in here. This movie was all about the kills by Tom Savini and the things that he has set up in this thing, the kills. Sidney Weintraub's kill in here was pretty impressive, as was Lisa Dunsheath's Sherry's kill in this. They both have really good death scenes in this film, and then of course, scene when the one boyfriend is getting dressed and the killer grabs him by the mouth and jams the freaking bayonet through the top of his fucking head is one of the coolest fucking kills ever. Just the way that was staged and the way Tom Savini did the effects on that was just badass. But like I said, this is all about the effects. It was more about the effects and the look, the unique and interesting look for the killer. But Joseph Zito does direct some really cool, nice little suspense moments near the end with Pam being chased by the killer. And one of them, and this was prior to, of course, Joseph Zito ended up directing one of my favorite Friday the 13th movie, Friday the 13th, the Final Chapter. And this was like his precursor for that, because I mean, the suspense that he does in this and the real cool scenes that he does in this are really cool. And I don't know which one came first, whether it was the Prowler or Friday the 13th Part 2, but there is a sequence in here that is exactly the same, in which Pam hides from the killer and a rat comes across her, and it is almost identical as the scene when Jenny hides under the bed and a rat comes by her. And, you know, that sequence always was weird for me, because I didn't know which one came first, because both these films came out, I think this one came out first, so I don't know if Friday the 13th had already had, Part 2 had already had that sequence in the film, and they'd already done it, or if they might have saw this film and just decided to take that element of it and put it in their film. But either way, it is an effective sequence in both films. But yeah, Joseph Zito, Tom Savini, together on this one, just like they were together on Friday the 13th, the Final Chapter, and they are just a great tandem of, one's really cool visual director, knows what he wants, knows how to do stuff and make it pretty suspenseful and pretty good in there. I like how he frames the killer to where you barely see the killer. Makes the killer much more sinister in this film. And I can't say enough good about this film. This the film is just well done. The performances, like I said, of Christopher Goutman's performance is so-so, but Vicky Dawson's performance is good. Cindy Weintraub and Lisa Dunsheath are really good in their roles. Like I said, you got the legends of Lawrence Tierney and Farley Granger in here, and they, like I said, they don't get much to do in this, but other than that, it's very, very good film. And so I am going to give The Prowler from 1981. I am going to give this film a 8.4 out of 10. This one was a surprise to me whenever I first watched it way back, because I had never heard of it. I didn't know about it. All I knew was, oh, Tom Savini did effects in this. That's cool, you know. And once I saw it, I was like, oh wow, this is pretty fucking awesome. So, what do you guys think of The Prowler? Have you seen this movie? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And, as usual, if you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon to be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, don't forget to click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. Alright, so that's the end of another horror movie night. Hope you will join us tomorrow for another Dark Knight Films night. Until then, thanks for watching.